Hello and welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranj and today I will be giving you Capper Comparison Picks for UFC 259, the early prelim, some of the early prelim fights. Last week I didn't do that hot. Full transparency as they like to say. I'm not even going to bother going through them. You guys all know what's going on. A lot of upsets last week. But anyway, I went 3-5 and 1 because I had that one draw. So I counted as a push. Yeah, at least I got the main and the co-main events, right? And I also got, what else? My third victory. Oh, Dustin Jacoby. Everything else, unreal. Yeah, rather not talk about it. Anyway, let's go. If you're new to my show, what I do here is I take free picks off the YouTube from my favorite sports handicappers. In this case, of course, it's MMA handicappers or predictors, as some people like to call. And I take their picks and I put them under who they're taking, side by side, so you as the viewer can take a look at what the cappers are doing. I'm comparing their picks to each other. And then after I'm done doing that, I give my own pick of what I'm going to bet on. And this is mostly for gambling purposes, but I've heard people say you can watch it for entertainment purposes also, not gamble. Yep, you sure can. So, let's get into this. Okay. Well, I gotta do another verse. Well, lucky for me, I never seen me run out of words. We've got, opening up the card, at bantamweight, 135 pounds, for those that don't know. We've got Trevin Jones taking on Mario Bautista. Trevin Jones comes in with a record of 12-6. Look at Nora's pineapple. Isn't that great? He is the underdog at plus 175, 176. These odds are from BetOnline. He's taking on Mario Bautista. Got a record of 8-1. He is a 2-1 favorite, minus 205. Ooh. Trevin 5-star Jones. He's coming off this draw against Timur Valiev. What happened was, it's pretty controversial because a lot of I remember watching the fight and I picked Timo Valiev. I was a little upset because first round it should have been stopped. Timo Valiev had that round won, but the ref let it go and Trevin Jones, 5-star, he managed to survive the round. Then come round 2, he ended up giving a little TKO ground and pound where the ref actually stopped the fight. So, but then the whole fight was overturned anyway because Trevin Jones got high and marijuana was positive for marijuana, so it was deemed a no contest. Anyway, what a messy fight. But Trevin Jones in that fight was pretty much getting owned by Timur Valiev until round 2 where he managed to get that ground and pound. Okay, Mario Bautista. He's coming off a win against Miles John by flying knee to ground and pound. That also happened in round 2. Trevin Jones, he's fighting out of Vita BJJ. He's from Guam. That's where he's from, Guam. Mario Bautista, he is fighting out of MMA Lab. That's in Glendale, Arizona. Has people like Kyler Phillips, who's on this card. Sean O'Malley, Jared Cannonier, Alex Caceres, who had that victory last week. I lost that fight over Kevin Kroom. Hard-hitting hillbilly, yeah. Nick Story, Benson Henderson, those are some of the people from MMA Lab. Okay, let's get right to this. Taking Mario Bautista. All these links to these cappers will be in the description. Be sure to check them out. Subscribe to their channels. They're great. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it on my show. We've got the MMA Guru, Nick Cap Guru, MMA Guru, first with the picks always. He's saying by decision for Mario Bautista. Then we got it's your boy, eBay's. eBay's is also saying by decision for Bautista. Then we've got James Lynch, who I like to call the professional. I think I'm the only one that calls him that, but whatever. He's a premier interviewer. He's not like he says these aren't researched fight predictions that he does on his prediction show, but he is given his insight and his picks. So take it for what it is. He just doesn't want the obligation to the fan base that he creates. Yeah, I took that one off because it was peeling on the bottom. I don't use that board usually anyway. I'm gonna put a new one on there if I have to do 4 fights. There's 15 fights on this card right now. Bangers throughout the entire. Oh, this is like one of the best fight cards I've seen, maybe ever. Ever.
This is mine.
Yeah, you can keep it. That's worth like dookie. Okay, James Lynch, the professionals, siding with Bautista. Yep. Then we got my friend Vlad from UFC Celebrities and Classics. Today he did his little.
Do you like the color of mine?
Chudesno or
Do you like the
Chudesno?
color?
Yes, Nor. Chudesno. He does this thing where he makes fictitious and real fights and live stream. He has people in the chat do a vote, like who, for example, today he did, I don't like when they're not the same weight class, so I'm not even discuss that. Well, the fans get to pick the fighters, because he had Israel Adesanya, middleweight, going against, who is it, Volkov or somebody, a heavyweight, and I'm like, this is not, you can't go, who do you think's got the better, well, come on, that's not realistic. At least try to, if you're going to do fictitious fights, do it in the same weight class or a neighboring weight class, not 3 weight classes up. That's just not, that's, I don't like that part. But anyway, he takes fights fictitious, like he does have whoever's in the chat pick the fight, which that's why you got Israel Adesanya versus Alexander Volkov. Never happened. But anyway, then he ranks, like, who do you think has better clinch game? Who do you think has better striking? Who do you think is better wrestling? Who do you think is better BJJ? Who do you think is better cardio? 5 parameters. And then the winner of the votes in the chat that wins the Chudesno. Why can't I ever remember that word? But anyway, it's entertaining. He does it every Monday at like 3 o'clock Eastern time. And throughout the week, maybe if he feels it, he'll do it too throughout the week. 3 o'clock Eastern time is 9 o'clock p.m. his time in Serbia, but he is the Bulgarian cowboy. He represents his state proudly. Then finally, to make this a full capper consensus, we have from the UK, I believe it's Scotland, Will Martin. He's taken Bautista by TKO, making this a right over in Nora's pineapple full capper consensus. Tell them what a full capper consensus is. At least I didn't erase it. A full capper consensus is what?
When all handicappers pick one team or one person.
That's right, and the person they're picking here is Mario Bautista. Everybody's in agreement out of the cappers I watched that Mario Bautista is going to beat Trevin 5-Star Jones We got a couple of them saying by decision. Will Martin is saying by TKO. I am also not going against this capper consensus. I'm siding with them. I'm going to take Bautista.
I like Tata.
I know. That's why I didn't erase it. It's fine, or you can draw another one. I've seen you draw a million of them. So
No, I only draw 2.
whatever. I've seen you draw them. You can do them easy. That's going to get erased tomorrow anyway when I do another video. I think the method of victory will probably be decision.
It's going to get erased.
If that doesn't bring a positive number, I'll just keep it in the parlay. I don't
Do
individual.
you know where your blue phone is?
I don't know, in the kitchen. Moving on. Sorry about that. Next we have lightweight fight. That's 155 pounds, for those who don't know. That was what I wrestled in high school. 155 pounds. We have Uros Medic. He's fighting out of Serbia, and he's taking on Aalon Cruz. Okay, well, he's not fighting out of Serbia, but he is Serbian. I'll explain. Uros Medic, the doctor. He is 6-0. He's the favorite here at minus 165. He's from the Contender Series where he had a ground and pound victory over Mikey Gonzalez. And he was training in Anchorage, Alaska, from Anchorage BJJ, but now has since, according to Will Martin, now he's training out of King's MMA, which is a much better school than Anchorage BJJ. I mean, I'm not dissing Anchorage BJJ. I'm sure they're fine for Alaskan school, but he's fighting out of King's MMA now, in which he has the training partners in who Marvin Vittori, Benil Dariush. They both train over King's MMA too. And Aalon Cruz. Aalon Cruz. He is he's coming off a loss against Spike Carlisle, ground and pound TKO loss. Spike Carlisle, I do not think he is in the UFC any longer. Yeah. Cruz is fighting, well, on Tapology it said Def War from Tampa, Florida, but from what I heard from just James Lynch, James Lynch said he's fighting out of Extreme Couture in Vegas. You know, a lot of big names coming out of there. Extreme Couture, like Randy Couture. Okay.
Isn't your name?
Now, so, okay, taking, let me see any other notes. Cruz, 7-inch reach advantage, according to Tapology. 7-inch reach advantage for Aalon Cruz. Okay, here we go. Taking the doctor, Uros Medic. If you're from Serbia, you have to, the C is pronounced with like a ch. Medic. It's not medic. Medic! Taking Uros Medic. We've got James Lynch. He's staying away in the betting sense, but he does take Medic. He's siding with Medic to get this win, but there's no bet coming from him. Then we've got Vlad from Celebrities and Classics, also siding with Medic. Then we've got, it's your boy, Ebays. Ebays is saying 3rd round TKO for Uros. We got Nick Cap Guru, MMA Guru. He is also saying a TKO, but he's saying 1st round TKO. Man, he is fading the Aalon Cruz, right? And finally, Bah! I thought it was going to be a full Kappa consensus myself, too. But no, we have one of these cappers taking the underdog here. We've got Will Martin. Will Martin. Will Martin is taking Alon Cruz by, he said either a late TKO or decision. If he had to, he kept saying if he had like, is this one? A couple of these, he was like, if I had an imaginary $20 to or 20 quid to put
Daddy,
on something.
I made a punching bag.
Yep. For example, the next fight he did, if I had an imaginary, I'd put it on such and such. I'll get there. But anyway, here he's taking Alon Cruz for the upset by decision. And man, this is very tempting because I don't know really much why everybody's really high on this Uros Medic. Alon Cruz, I see why people are fading him because he got that ground and pound loss to Spike Carlisle, who's not even in the UFC anymore. So, but you know me, plus money junkie. I love it. I crave it. I'm gonna go side with Will Martin here. What do I got to lose? A little parlay. Hey, never know. Maybe it'll come through. And I also got him winning by decision. I like his 7-inch reach advantage. 3-round fight. Unless these guys are saying knockout, but I don't. I think Cruz might be able to last. And if he can outpoint him and outstrike him from the outside with his 7-inch reach, if he's got decent fighter IQ, he can go that route. And Will Martin says he might even knock him out. But I don't think that's going to happen. People are hyped about this Medic for some reason. So, see, I got to start watching Contender Series. I don't. So I don't. But anyway, I'm going to take the taller Cruz, Alon Cruz. If anyone's worried about the age, Alon Cruz 31, Uros Medic 27. But yeah, I'm taking Cruz by decision. And moving on. Finally, for this show, this couple.
I need a push pin.
I don't know, Nor. Check around. We've got at strawweight, female strawweight. We've got Livinha, the Brazilian gangster Souza. She's got a record of 14-2. Surprisingly to me, underdog here at plus 155. She's taking on Amanda Amandinha. Lemos. Lemos is 8-1-1. She's the favorite here at minus 175. The over-under side of 2.5 rounds. Think it's gonna go over that? You get the payout. Is that right? That right? Yeah, I guess if you get the. Hold on. I got the sheet. I printed it out. If you think it's gonna go over 2.5 rounds for this, you will not. I knew that was wrong. What was I looking at? Okay. That's a minus 270. Where's my black marker? In my pocket. Okay, the over for minus 270. And the under is plus 210. Okay. A mess.
No.
What is it?
It's a puppy batter. Puppy batter.
I don't know what that is.
It's a robot. What gives you food?
Okay, we've got Livinha Souza. These
show you?
No, I'm in the middle of a video. You got scribbles there. I don't know, Nora. we've got these two Brazilian women coming in. Livinha Souza's coming off a win against Ashley Yoder, a unanimous decision win.
It's an apple.
Great. She fights out of Team Maximo in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Amanda Lemos is coming off a win against Mizuki Inoue, unanimous decision. Before that, she has a win against Miranda Granger. She's fighting out of Para, Brazil, at the Marajo brothers. Antonio Rojo, he fights out of there, but not impressed by him his last fight. Lost money on that dude. Anyway, back to this. Let's take a look. Let's see who's taking Souza here. We've got Will Martin. He's on board with Souza. But to be honest with you, I just watched the stream. He said he's leaning Souza, but he does have to look at do more research and look at more tape. So he's not very confident with that pick. Then James Lynch is also in the same pretty much. He said he couldn't get a good read on any of these women, so he also is not. There's no bet here. He would.
What are these?
They're contacts. Nora, get us stay out of my drawer. Well, you can wait till I'm done with the video. Then we've got Vlad, Celebrities and Classics. Watched his early prelim video he made a month ago. Kid you not. Early prelim video for Vlad. He's also taking Souza. Then we've got Nick Cap Guru. He's taking Souza by decision. He does think this is going to be a pretty good women's fight though, because they're both Brazilians. That's his exact words. Well, not his exact words, but that's what he wrote in Tapology. Because you know how in Tapology you can write little things in the bottom, and yeah, he put his whole card prediction on that. Like, as soon as I was looking at these fights, I said, oh, look at, there's all. Then on the video, he backed it up again. He's taking Souza. And finally, we've got the Contrarian. He likes being the Contrarian. I don't think he does it intentionally, but we've got it's your boy taking the favorite. All these guys are taking Souza plus 155. They obviously think that's where the value is. But we've got it's your boy eBay. That's right, Nor. eBay's fight predictions. Being the Contrarian, let's see, he picked Derek Lewis. Last week he was Contrarian on the minor there against against Ankalaev. What's his name? Don't make me look. Nikita Krylov. He was the only one taking the Krylov. I mean, that could have went. I mean, that was a decision, but whatever. Anyway, he's taken this one. He did say how, right? No, he didn't say how, but he's taken Amanda Lemos to win this fight here. Man, this is tough for me because I'm not going to put him in the video, but I watched another handicapper, and he pointed out Lemos does not much. It's slight height and slight reach, but he says physically when you see the weigh-ins, you'll be able to see that Lemos is thicker and bigger. She's a bigger girl for the strawweight division. So I'm taking the plus money. You know me, whatever. So I'm taking Souza, but I'm also gonna wait until the weigh-ins before I lock in any sort of bets, because if he's right, I might Man, forget it. I like the plus 155. And the capper majority pick. That's why I do this show. I might as well, you know, go with my method, right? We got 4 out of 5 cappers I looked at taking Souza. The underdog plus money. I'm going to go with that. Yeah, but I'm going to do it by decision. This is a female fight after all. So, there you have it. To recap. She doesn't even come anymore, guys. Time check. To recap, I've got Mario Bautista beating 5-star Trevin Jones with the rest of the cappers. This was a full capper consensus. Nobody picked Jones. And then I've got Aalon Cruz to upset. He's the underdog. No relation to Dominic Cruz. But I've got Aalon Cruz with his 7-inch reach advantage. I think there's a path to victory by points if he can just stay on the outside, keep him, and just outpoint him with strikes, get more significant strikes. Just stay, you know, man, TKO. It's kind of scary, but you know what? That's why it's called gambling. So there's my pick there. I got Cruz by decision. And finally, I'm taking Livinha, the Brazilian gangster Souza, to be able to win a decision over Amanda Lemos. So, gather your info. Place your bets and cash those tickets. I appreciate you watching. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that. Click the bell. I'm going to make videos throughout the entire week to take care of all 15 fights on this card as long as they keep and nobody has to bow out. But we may lose some, but I hope we don't because I like a lot of the fights on this card. Man, the main card, any one of them can be, even a lot of these on the prelims, they could be headliners of fight nights, you know, or fight islands. But yeah, just tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll do Kai Kara France and Rogerio Bontorin, Kyler Phillips, Song Yadong, Jordan Espinoza, and Tim Elliott. I'll be doing those 3 fights tomorrow. So stay tuned with a whole new flock of cappers. Whole new. None of these guys are going to repeat until you'll see them again at the last show of the week on the main. That's what I do. Throughout the week, I try to use different cappers. Sometimes I recycle if I have to for a pick. But then at the end of the week, when I do the main and co-main events, I bring all the cappers together for those 2 fights. All right, so good luck on your bets. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.